I mean, very much like family members. So, I mean, I have nieces and nephews who are in their 20s, and we've always just kind of viewed our au pairs as sort of that relationship where, she's an adult and I want her to go out and have fun, and that's part of being an au pair is experiencing our city, our culture, going out. But also you've got a job to do, so it's trying to find that balance between the two. But and we just try to tell our au pairs, like, we just want to make sure you're safe. We're not trying to like stop you from going out or going to a certain place. But if you tell me like you're going to a certain neighborhood, then I'll be like, maybe watch yourself a little more carefully, or stay in your group, or or like text me if you decide to stay over at a friend's house, just so that we're aware what you're doing. So I mean, the same way that I would tell her like, oh, we're going to be out 2 hours later, do the same thing for me. I just think that's kind of just communication and respect. But again, like, she's a great woman, and like, I'm definitely invested in her success, and just love having her around. And she's a wonderful person to talk to, and just, I think, has so much to offer my boys as far as more of a global perspective and who she is and what she experienced and lived before she came here, and what life was like in Guatemala. She's going back for a couple weeks in September, and then she'll be coming back to us to stay for a second year. And I think it'll be great just to see like what story she comes home with, and that'll kind of reinvigorate the boys' interest in Guatemala and teach them some more too. So it's wonderful. We love having her. She's a lovely person. It's great. I mean, they really love her. I think she's one of the au pairs definitely that gets listened to the most, because she finds a nice balance of structure and discipline, but she still is fun and plans really fun things for them. So I think that's a hard balance to strike, but she does it really well. I mean, she's not a pushover, but she also is still like fun. She'll jump on the trampoline with them. She'll do sidewalk talk. She'll get down and play with them, but she also is in charge when she's in charge. So that's great. But I mean, they just love her. They always want to know where she is and what she's up to. And so again, kind of like just you would with a family member, you always want to know a person, that lives with you, and if they're a special part of who you are as a family, then you keep track of them, and make sure that you are saying goodnight to them at night and giving them hugs when they leave, and giving them hugs hello too. So not really, to be honest, because again, I think we end up with au pairs that are fairly like they have a fairly strong independent streak, because that's just kind of the type of person I think that is successful in our family. I mean, like we have never had an au pair that really needed a lot of hand holding or explanation. So I think people come and they're fairly ready to go, and they're ready to experience a new culture and do something new. And not that they don't talk to their families and miss their families and stuff. We always get updates on what's going on in Guatemala, and like with all of our former au pairs, like what have been happening in their families, and but nobody who was like in the throes of homesickness like I've heard of with other people. I mean, I think that like for myself, it's, I did traveling abroad when I was in college and throughout my career, but in college I was there for an academic year, and I think it's just kind of how ready are you to go. But I don't know, maybe personality. I don't know. I mean, I think, we always bring it up, and we always just say, like, if you're feeling homesick, let us know if there's something we can do. So, I mean, definitely address it and bring it up. Don't pretend like it doesn't happen or can't happen, but yeah. So there was one time, so Kristel's grandmother died, and that was hard on her. So I mean, that's tough. Like, she just found out about it over the phone with her family, and and I was like, well, do you want to go home? Is this something, do you want to go home for it? And she was like, no, it's different. Like, she's already buried, because the customs are so different that they bury people right away. And, and she was just like, I just wanted you to know, in case I'm down for a couple days. And, and I was like, of course, I mean, take your time and let us know what we can do. And, but people are going to handle that differently too. So